Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Coming at you from Louisiana, where it's about 1,000 degrees down here. I just wanted to touch bases because I get a lot of people that ask me which secure credit card should they get, and I just want to talk a little bit about which secure credit cards that I really like and which ones you stay away from, and basically the process that you go through when getting these secure credit cards to build credit. A lot of times people will apply for a DiscoverIt or a Capital One, and they won't get approved for that credit card, right? What happens is they'll go to an OpenSky and then start applying for a whole bunch of different secure credit cards. And I want to tell you exactly what you should do when you apply for a Capital One and a DiscoverIt and you don't get approved. Okay, so first things first, there's secure credit cards that I really love, like the DiscoverIt. The DiscoverIt secure credit card is one that I really like because it's the only secure credit card where you can get cash back, right? It's the only reward secure credit card on the market that I know of right now in 2019. They may change. Secure credit cards, they change their plans a lot, right? So you have to always be checking what their programs are at the time. So another secure credit card, for example, just like I was saying, they changed their programs. Bank of America used to be a secure credit card where they had a annual fee, and they got rid of their annual fee. So that's another secure credit card that I really like. And what I'm going to do is in the description, I'm going to show you, I'm going to write basically which secure credit cards that I like. So if you're watching this video, I really want you to go in the description and look at the different cards, because I'm going to show you the graduation periods for each card, and show you so that you can see basically why I like these cards so much, which one, and you could pick basically which cards you want to get. When you're starting out building credit and you're in the low 500s, you may get approved for Capital One, but you may not get approved for DiscoverIt, right? So what do? All right, so let's say you didn't get approved for both of them. What you want to do is you want to go to a company like OpenSky, right? You want to get that secure credit card. Now, the thing with OpenSky is as long as you have a job and you make, I believe, over $1,000 a month and you're over 18, you're a U.S. citizen, you know, the bare basics, you're going to get approved for this secure credit card, right? You give them $200 and you're going to get a credit card for a $200 limit. It's going to be a secure credit card. Now, at that point, you don't go and apply for other secure credit cards like the Green Dot, Merrick Bank, First Progress. I got an email just this morning from a guy, D. Richards is what I'm going to call him, and he emailed me basically asking, what do I think about the Green Dot secure credit card? He got approved for the OpenSky, but he didn't get approved for the Capital One. And so I went through and I started asking him questions. Why is he getting the card? Because he's basically telling me he wants to add trade lines to his credit report. And I'm telling him that's great. And I'm asking him, why don't you get like the My Jewelers, right? And the New Coast Direct. At this point, you want to start adding trade lines, like revolving lines of credit on your credit report, and an installment loan like Self-Lender to your credit report, so that you can start building your credit history so that you can start getting those better secure credit cards. You don't want to start applying and getting a whole bunch of secure credit cards that you're not going to want to keep down the road. Trust me, you're not going to want to keep these cards down the road, right? So you want to deal with companies where their secure credit cards graduate. Right? And when I talk about graduate, what I'm talking about is they give you your security deposit back to you. All right. Now, as far as graduation is concerned, DiscoverIt has the fastest graduation of any card possibly Navy Federal Credit Union. I've heard people who have gotten graduation periods as short as 6 months. So Navy Federal Credit Union, but not everybody can qualify for the Navy Federal Credit Union secure credit card because you have to be a member. And one thing about that is you either have to live with somebody that's in the member, that's a member of the services, or have a family member, an immediate family member. For example, my father was in the military, retired military, so that's how I was able to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. So what you want to do, if you can't get that Navy Federal credit card, I'm going to have a description about that Navy card also, is you want to go to secure cards like Citibank, right? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One. These are all secure credit cards that you want to deal with, right? They're going to graduate. If your secure credit card does not graduate, the most of those cards you want is one card, right? Don't get a whole bunch of those cards. Just get one secure credit card that doesn't graduate, right? An OpenSky card. And then you go out and you start getting My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, DSX Designs is a new company that just came out where they're going to give you a $5,000 trade line to TransUnion and Equifax. New Coast Direct is a $5,000 trade line to TransUnion and Equifax. And My Jewelers is a trade lines that report $5,000 to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So you have those accounts, plus you have your secure credit card, right? Now, if you don't have an installment loan out, like a car loan, a mortgage, something like that, student loan, what you want to do is you want to go out and you want to get a self-lender, right? I'm going to have all these links. Some of them are going to be affiliate links. I have to let you know that. But if you go out and you get these accounts and you put them on your credit report and you let them sit for 3 months, there's a really good chance at that point your credit score is going to build high enough to where you can start applying for those other secure credit cards and get approved for them, right? And that's the process. It's not, well, I need to hurry up and put credit, so I'm going to be a credit hoe and I'm just going to apply for a whole bunch of secure credit cards. You're doing yourself a disservice, right? If you can go and get a second secure credit card, that's 2 of those accounts pretty much right there, right? My Jewelers and the New Coast Direct. So one thing is, I made a video a while ago. I believe I was in my Texas gear, and I made a review on how I felt about those companies. And one thing that I really, at that time when I made that video, I was dealing with a lot of people who were pushing those companies as the end-all be-all. These were people who were 100% against secure credit cards. And so when I made that video, and I was in the process of trying to show people that secure credit cards help you, and these people were going around saying that secure credit cards don't help you, you don't want to get a secure credit card, they're bad. And so maybe I was a little bit too harsh on those companies, like you should never get those companies. And I may go back and revamp that video just so that I make sure everybody's getting the most updated information. But the reality of it is, My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, those trade line companies, they have a place in this game, right? You want to have at least 5 revolving lines of credit on your credit report, at least five revolving lines. So to get there, if you get your secure credit card, right, and you start building up with the New Coast Direct, the My Jewelers, the DSX Designs, if you start building with those, your credit score is going to be better than what you think it will be, and it's going to grow faster than what you probably think it will. And I know I I probably should go revamp that video because I still get a lot of people that make comments on that video. But I guess this is kind of my rebuttal. I'm just putting it out there that you don't have to start with those a whole bunch of secure credit cards that don't graduate, right? Like just get you one card, get those other accounts, and let it build, and just build your credit. And then when you get to the point where you can apply for credit, then you can. And I always tell people the great thing about secure credit cards, this is why I like secure credit cards more than I like those trade line companies, is because you get to learn who you are with credit, with the secure credit card. And what I mean by that is, if you have a secure credit card and let's say your balance is $300 and you max that credit card out, you're going to max out a $3,000 credit card. You're going to max out a $25,000 credit card just because you haven't established the habits of how to deal with a secure credit card. So if you're watching this and you have a secure credit card and it's about $300 and you got that sucker maxed out, then you shouldn't be going out trying to get these high limit credit cards in the first place, because you're going to get yourself in a situation. You have to learn the habits. That's what's so great about the secure credit cards, is that it teaches you who you are with credit. If you're a consumer and you're the type of person where you see the latest, greatest thing, item at the mall, and you don't have the money in a bank account, but you have that money on that card and you go spend it, chances are you're going to do the same thing with a $25,000 credit card. So it teaches you. You're not going to learn that with a New Coast Direct. You're not going to learn that with a My Jewelers, right? Because you don't max those things out, and it can give you a false sense of identity of who you are with credit. You're not going to get that with a small limit secure credit card. Look at yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. If you have a secure credit card right now and your secure credit card is maxed out or it's almost maxed out, don't go get more credit until you pay that credit card down, because what you're going to do is you're just going to live off that next card that you get, right? So that's my 2 cents. If you guys are looking for somebody to help you build credit, just go through. I have a great archive. If you guys are looking which cards that, compare a comparison between all the secure credit cards, go in the description. Like I said, I'm going to write a post on the differences between all the secure credit cards. When do they graduate? What are their interest rates? And you will see which ones I really like just by the terms of the secure credit cards. And if you're looking for somebody to help you repair your credit, right? If you're looking for somebody that's been in the game, that you can trust, and will actually show you all the work that they're doing as far as repairing your credit, reach out to me. You can reach me at kenny@creditliving.com. Just leave a comment in the comment section and I'll reach out to you. Just leave your email address and let me know that you're looking for a credit repair company to work with. That's something that we're just starting to get back into. We had a great response from my last video, and I'm really loving the way that everything is going. So I just wanted to reach out to you guys. I still want to make these videos helping you guys build credit, answering your questions on building credit and stuff like that. So this ain't going to be one of those long drawn out videos, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.